Hi, and welcome back to the channel. If you have been here before, or welcome to the channel if this is the first time that you are viewing one of my videos. My name is Leonie. I am a transformational coach, spiritual teacher, and healer. I specialize in awareness and intuition. And I thought that today I wanted to do a video and share with you guys what it means to receive or listen to a reading, a psychic reading, a tarot reading from a space of discernment. Now, I have been following a beautiful reader online for a while now. Her name is Brittany Bento. Highly recommend you go and follow her. She's got beautiful energy. Again, with discernment, this will become very clear, but go and follow her. So I listened to her June reading the other day, and while I was listening to and watching the reading, I became very aware that the reading was very specific to me and my energy, and there was all these touch points and synchronicities throughout the reading. And I knew in an instant that I wanted to use that as an example to show you guys what it means to listen to a reading, whether it's on YouTube or in person, from a space of discernment, guided by awareness and intuition. So what I'm going to do, and this is the first time that I'm doing this, so please bear with me when it comes to sharing screens and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I've got little snippets from her June reading. It is a collective reading, and she does say in the beginning, she calls in her guides and the energy. So she sets the intention, and she also says, use your discernment. And this is what this is going to be about. So I'm going to show you some of the clippings from her reading, just to show you and explain to you real time what it means to truly receive a reading and know that it's for you, right? This is the discernment part. So let's get that up and going. Cool. You should see Brittany now. So she is beautiful. Like I said, she's got beautiful energy. I really resonate with her. So let's listen to what she says, and then with each little piece, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to explain how discernment, or how receiving this information from a space of awareness and intuition, how this happens in real time. So here we go.
What we can expect for the month of June. So if whoever it is that's finding this video, trust that it is finding those who it is meant to find. Spirit, what is it we can expect for the month of June? Remaining open to any messages, guidance, support, confirmation, affirmation, clarity that wants to come through today. And please use your discernment. These messages won't be for everybody, okay? These are collective readings. Trust yourself always over anything else. With all of that said, let's see what wants to come through.
Right. So she says, use your discernment, right? Trust what is coming through to you and for you. And you can only do that by having awareness, so having heightened awareness and being guided by your intuition. So having your two spirit senses really working for you. Okay, let's dive into the reading.
See what wants to come. We have the communicate card coming forward first. The release block. Patience, forgiveness. Interesting. Okay. And take the lead. Okay. Using bottom of the deck, we have the higher power cards. I'm just going to show you really quickly. We have the communicate.
All right. So the very first thing that I teach my students whenever we talk about oracle cards and how to use them and read them is I encourage my students, my clients, to look at the card first before they dive into the name of the card, what the creator of the cards have put in there. So for me, immediately, I resonated with it. Called to me. It's a female sitting under the new moon, right? So the new moon. I was going to say skinny moon, not the fat moon. But because we've just gone through the new moon. So this to me was one of those moments of synchronicity showing me under the new moon setting intentions, and it was nothing about communication for me. Again, so this is how it's connecting to me, how the energy was aligning with me.
This deck, the colors I think are so beautiful.
Now, with this card, releasing blocks, what this card showed me or spoke to me or told me, connected for me, was the fact that I've just come through a period of massive release. So this was confirmation for me.
These blocks, patience.
Patience was also a confirmation because the period that I've just come through, I've had to have a lot of patience. The message was also there and still is for me there, is to be patient, that, you know, things are still in the making. The universe is kind of bringing it to me, but I need to be patient. So this rang true for me.
Forgiveness.
Now, here with forgiveness, immediately I knew that it wasn't going to be a specific person or thing. It was that I have just come through this big release, and that was almost the equivalent to forgiving the past, letting go of the past. Because when you forgive, essentially, you're letting go, right? And then take the lead card. For me right now, where I'm at in my business is it's time for me to step up. So let's move into the next little section here, and let's see.
Feel into this a little bit more here. It feels like there's some sort of heaviness, something that might be exhausting you, is kind of like making you feel like it has been taking from you energetically, like maybe you've been overthinking this.
Okay, now as she's speaking into this heaviness, this tiredness, I've just come from there. So again, this is just confirmation of where I've been, and it's not a current moment, it's not a current energy. But as, like I'm saying, the translation from her to me, from her soul to my soul, is that it was still confirming for me what I've just gone through. So these are little synchronous moments within the reading that I know that this is for me. She's speaking to me in this reading.
You know, when we're really fixated on something, it takes up energy, right? So there's an energy here of like, it feels a little heavy, if I'm being honest. It feels like I feel like I just need to.
Her very deep breath there was particularly relevant because I had just come out of a meditation, and I felt like I had just taken a really deep breath. So again, speaking into from the past, coming out of the past, I needed to take a nice deep breath, but it also felt like I was releasing. I could take a nice deep breath now that I'm moving into the new energy.
It does feel like the month of June is offering some sort of healing surrounding this. Okay, it feels like with communicate, release blocks, patience, forgiveness, take the lead. I'm getting a clear energy of working through this. Okay,
Okay. Now, Brittany's saying here, she's saying that working through this for June. I have worked through this and I am already stepping into the new energy. So I know, yes, she is doing the reading, she's tapping into the energy, and the translation that I'm hearing from her soul to mine again is that I'm through it and I'm moving on. She's still confirming for me.
communication with yourself, you know, with your higher self, with your past self. This might be within you. This could also be communication with somebody else. And it.
All right, now very interesting. So see how she's itching her ear. Now she doesn't mention anything about it. She just itches her ear and she moves on, right? As if nothing's happening for her. For me, in that moment, she was confirming. That was a little nudge from her to me to show that this was my reading and that I could take the information. I have just come out of and I'm recovering and healing from a little bit of an ear thing, and my ear's been very itchy. And as she's doing this, I'm going, yes, thank you. Her itching her ear, and she doesn't go into her ear at all. She doesn't talk about it. She doesn't notice it. She just itches her ear and she moves on. To me, it shouts. It says, yes, this is for me. All right, let's move on to the next little piece.
The patience card reminds us that this is going to take patience. It's not like you're just going to have one conversation and you're all healed. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's all over and all the blocks are gone. It's going to take a few conversations. It's going to take repeated efforts. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to take devotion, commitment to oneself, to this other person, whatever it may be.
So the patience, the commitment, the constant moving, it's again and again. When you've been on this journey for a long time, you'll know and you understand that there are so many different layers, and we have to keep tapping into it. We've got to be patient. We've got to keep moving. We've got to keep doing it, right? So again, just confirmation for me.
Giving that energy. Need to forgive. Maybe you'll need to forgive yourself. Maybe you'll need to forgive somebody else. And when I say need to, not as if somebody's forcing you to, but you might feel internally like this is what I need to do, like for myself here. Like there's an energy of forgiveness. And then with the take the lead card, it's giving this energy of maybe literally taking the lead in a situation. Yeah, for some.
Okay, so Brittany talks about the forgiveness and then taking the lead. Now, the forgiveness, like I mentioned earlier, wasn't about a specific person or a thing. It was about letting go of the past. And then when we step into taking the lead, or, stepping forward, this to me resonates because I know that I am currently stepping up. I'm leveling up. I'm doing the next thing. So for me, this is just further confirmation of that this reading is for me. Moving on to the next piece.
Taking the lead, but this feels like stepping up. This feels like somebody is stepping up here, whether you're stepping up, showing up for yourself in a new way, or this could be like the other person stepping up.
Okay, so I just want to bring awareness to, even though she says the other person be stepping up or stepping forward, it's not. For me, the translation is that I am the one stepping up. I am the one stepping forward.
Clarity, like there's an energy of clarity and peace kind of washing over you. I'm seeing like shoelaces being tied. It's like the loose ends being tied up. It's being straightened out. It's being
So when Brittany talks about the shoelaces being tied up, the image that I received for myself was I've now put on my shoes, my shoelaces are tied, and now it's time to go. Now it's time to lead. Now it's time to move forward because you've got your shoes on, right? It's time to go. It's time to go for a walk. It's time to go for a run. It's time to move forward.
tightened up. Because battery died. 555. As I noticed the time.
Right. 555 in that moment was very significant because 555 showed up in my own personal reading I did for myself in that morning. So once again, there is this little hit confirmation that this reading is for me.
That's the feminine side, right? The left eye is the feminine side.
Okay, now what I want to do is I want to speak into the left eye is the feminine side. Now, the left eye, yes, is the feminine side. In that very moment that I was listening to this reading, which she recorded hours and hours and hours beforehand, in that moment that I was listening to the reading, in the moment that she was talking about the left eye, my left eye was itching. So again, so see how these synchronicities happen. She recorded this literally hours beforehand, but for me, in that moment, her left eye was itchy or something was happening with her left eye. And it was in that moment that I was watching the video that my left eye was itching. Again, these are just beautiful synchronicities to show, to confirm that this reading was for me.
Okay, like very obvious. Maybe, and spirit does that when I meditate and stuff. I've had a few experiences with burning sensations in both my eyes, and I know it's them signaling masculine or feminine.
Okay, now what I want to leave this reading on, or this video on, is how Brittany says, you know, for her, it is kind of a sign when her guides want to show to her, you know, whether it's male or female, the masculine or the feminine energy. When you do readings and when you listen to different readers, they'll have different ways, different language that they use to different dictionary that they use. So Brittany might use the left and right eye to signal masculine or feminine energy. For myself, for instance, I might feel a weight on the left or right shoulder. For a different reader, she might use, you know, she might feel like somebody's touching her on the cheek, left or right, which would signal to her, excuse me, the masculine or the feminine energy. So it's not going to be the same for you. So if you are learning to do readings or you're tapping into energy, the way that Brittany receives the information is going to be different from the way that I receive it, and different from any other reader out there. So I wanted to just leave it there. I'm not going to do the rest of this reading, but this is just an indication, real-time indication, or a real-time experience that I could show you what it means to use your own discernment, to use your own intuition, your own awareness, to know whether a reading is for you or not for you. Now, there's been many other readings that I've done or that I've watched online, and there will only be very small parts of the reading that I know that yes, it's for me, no, it's not for me. Quite often in the beginning of the reading, I will feel into it and I'll go, I just know that this is not going to be for me, and I won't even listen to it. There has been times when I go, you know, I feel like I need to listen to it, and halfway through they say one thing that's for me, that changes my entire day or changes my entire energy or just brings clarity. But the rest of the reading is completely not for me. So I hope and I know and trust that this will help you understand what it means to receive the reading from your own inner guidance and from a space of discernment. Now, if you don't know how to tap into your own awareness, if you don't know how to listen to your own intuition, I've got two offers on my webpage. The one is a awareness and intuition masterclass. And I will drop the links in the description for you guys. And then the other one is it's called the AI Code Integration Guide, and AI stands for Awareness and Intuition. Now, this guide, it's a 55-page PDF that I created for coaches and teachers and healers so that they can use it to help teach their clients about awareness and intuition. But then I realized it actually is a really powerful guide for individuals, people like you and me, who are just, you know, people who are just starting out, but regular folk, right, who want to know more about it. You will not find a more comprehensive guide on awareness and intuition anywhere. I don't think. I've never come across it, and I've done a bit of research. So if you really want to dive into it, it is on special at a very limited offer that I'm running. So if you want to go and grab it, it is on the page. But I highly recommend that you dive into this, right? And then if you have made it to the end of this video, drop a, what can we do? Drop a feather into the comments to show me that you've actually made it to the end. And the reason I say feather is because right outside of my window, I'm looking at a little woolly wagtail, a couple of them, and they've kind of become part of the family. So drop a feather in there, become part of the family, subscribe to the channel, help us get the message out there. And then if you have any suggestions or you want to know certain things about the spiritual path, about what it means to be intuitive, what it means to be psychic, different ways of reading cards, maybe I'll do a video on how to actually interpret different cards and different images and how to really read from a space of intuition. Just say hi, subscribe, become part of the family, and I look forward to bringing something new for you guys on a much more regular basis. So stick around. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.